Gabby, the happy holiday girl. Who says you have to wait until certain times of the year to get to celebrate? When every day's a holiday, we can combat stress and have more opportunities to have fun with our friends and family. Come, celebrate with me, and together we can live a holiday life. Heartfelt greetings to all, and good morning, holiday peeps. It's your happy holiday girl, Gabby, and today I want to speak the language of the world in honor of Carl Sagan Day. Sagan, the man famous for creating the Voyager Golden Record with 55 languages, was a world-renowned astronomer, planetary scientist, cosmologist, astrophysicist, astrobiologist, author, poet, and science communicator. And so today, as we celebrate the man who helped craft the Earth's knowledge about outer space and fought to prevent a nuclear winter, stay tuned. To be honest, guys, before today's episode, I have to confess, I really had no clue who Carl Sagan was. And most of what I've thought about the cosmos would probably be condensed into fun extraterrestrial information I've gotten over the years from fun shows like Ancient Aliens, Past Life Regressionist, Dolores Cannon, and other random space facts that I've picked up from school and YouTube videos. Most of the information that I've consumed is most likely things that Sagan would have been staunchly against. From my readings, he apparently was strictly against unproven alien theories and definitely believed in proving things through the scientific method. But honestly, learning about aliens and things like that, although it's sometimes scary, is actually pretty fun to me. But to continue the day learning, according to Wired.com, Sagan assembled the first physical messages sent into space, the Pioneer Plaque and the Voyager Golden Record, universal messages that could potentially be understood by any extraterrestrial intelligence that might find them. The accomplishment is incredible, and to think that our government would be willing to spend most likely millions of dollars to communicate with life beyond. Biography.com says that, while still in his 30s, Sagan began speaking out on a range of fringe issues that would gain him much attention, such as the feasibility of interstellar flight, the idea that aliens visited the Earth thousands of years ago, and that creatures resembling gas bags live high in Jupiter's atmosphere. He also testified before Congress during his period about UFOs, which had captured the minds of the newspaper-reading populace, and proposed terraforming Venus into a habitable world. And while finding creatures on other planets was completely fascinating, Sagan strongly believed in people doing what we can here on Earth to continue allowing our planet to sustain life. Mashable.com says that Sagan strongly believed that human beings were altering their environment in a way that would become unsustainable, and was an early believer in the concept of global warming. And Santa Clara University reports, in a landmark essay in his book Cosmos, he laid the foundation for how burning ton after ton of fossil fuels is saturating the atmosphere with carbon dioxide and could lead to a greenhouse effect that likely gave rise to the atmospheric conditions on Venus. He notes that even a 1 to 2 degree alteration of our climate could be disastrous, and today, almost 40 years later, we may be already seeing the beginnings of such a change. Sagan's career was not only limited to scientific research and studying the cosmos, he also was very politically active. Santa Clara University Online continues to say that he spoke against the Vietnam War, he was arrested for protesting nuclear testing, and he was one of the first scientists to bring attention to the perils of climate change. Interestingly, his stances on climate change suggested extreme outcomes for both global warming and cooling. Things that would seem to be completely paradoxical, but considering the actions of humans, either of his projected scenarios could unfortunately occur. During his life, he was a very vocal opponent of Ronald Reagan's space defense initiative, Star Wars. Mashable.com goes on to say that Sagan believed that the smoke from as few as 100 burning cities due to a nuclear war, when lofted into the atmosphere, could lead to severe global cooling. Mashable continues to say that, in the journal Science, they dubbed this cooling effect nuclear winter and suggested that even a less than full-scale nuclear exchange could cause global cooling and collapse of agriculture that could potentially endanger the entire planet. This theory, Sagan argued, rendered the concept of nuclear war obsolete. Sagan later led a delegation to meet with Pope John Paul II, who then issued a papal statement against building nuclear arsenals. SmithsonianMag.com quotes Carl Sagan as saying, "It wouldn't take both major nuclear powers firing all their weapons to create a nuclear winter. Even a smaller scale war could destroy humanity as we know it. We have placed our civilization and our species in jeopardy. Fortunately, it's not too late. We can safeguard the planetary civilization and the human family if we so choose. There is no more important or urgent issue. Over the course of his 62 years, Sagan made significant contributions in the realm of scientific thinking and strove to make science understandable for the common person. Wikipedia.org says Sagan published more than 600 scientific papers and articles and was author, co-author, or editor of more than 20 books. He wrote many popular science books such as The Dragons of Eden, Broca's Brain, and Pale Blue Dot, and narrated and co-wrote the award-winning 1980 television series Cosmos, A Personal Voyage, the most widely watched series in the history of American public television. Cosmos has been seen by at least 500 million people across 60 different countries. The book Cosmos was published to accompany the series. He also wrote the science fiction novel Contact, the basis for a 1997 film of the same name. His papers, containing 595,000 items, are archived at the Library of Congress." End quote. Sagan died on December 20th, 1996, at the age of 62 years old, but his knowledge of the cosmos continues to live on today. A remake of his hugely popular television show, Cosmos, began airing in 2014 with Neil deGrasse Tyson as the host. And now it's time for the activity of the day. In honor of Carl Sagan Day, take a look at the stars tonight. If you live in a heavily populated area, try to take a drive to a more rural environment. Park your car and take a fun look at the sky. Stars are always fun to look at, and you can even try to find as many constellations as you can. Such a fun memory to have with your loved ones. And so, that only leaves 2 questions left. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life in the cosmos? And what can we do on this planet today to help change our outcome for the future? Head on over to happyholidaylife.com to leave me a voice message of how you celebrated today. You might hear yourself on a future episode. When you're there, you'll also have the opportunity to join Club Holiday. There you can sign up to receive a free monthly calendar full of fun activities for every day. If you like my podcast, please be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcast from. You can follow me on social media by using @AHolidayLife on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, and @TheHappyHolidayLife on Instagram. Keep celebrating the holidays, stay safe, and live a holiday life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.